But we're going to start off talking about Glasgow Rangers. Now, Rangers, of course, have sacked their manager, Michael Beale, just 10 months in charge. They are currently, obviously I was looking at the Premiership before we came on, they are 7 points off top spot. They're third at the moment. Hearts and Motherwell are just 2 points behind them. So I wouldn't say they've got there's a real worry at Ibrox about them falling way behind and not even making Champions League or even qualifying for Champions League. But they're nowhere near the Rangers that Rangers fans, of course, demand, right, and expect. You look at Frank Lampard, right? And Rangers fans, you can find out whenever you say, at every club he's been to, in my opinion, he failed. He failed at Derby. His brief was to get him into the Premier League, didn't happen. Failed at Chelsea, failed at Everton. And at Chelsea, they finished in the bottom half. That was the first time it happened since 1996. They had their lowest points tally, the least amount of goals ever scored. And out of all the Chelsea managers that have managed Chelsea for more than 3 games, he's got the worst win ratio, 9%. Right? Now, there's two trains of thought here if you're Frank Lampard and if you're a Frank Lampard fan. One is when you go north of the border, realistically, no disrespect to the other clubs in the Premiership, but realistically, it's just between Rangers and Celtic.
Your remit is to finish above one team.
Yes.
That's it.
Right. So I would say that any manager who's looking to rebuild his career has great opportunity to do that up north. Mm-hmm. The worry would be, if I was Frank Lampard, that if you go there and fail, I would imagine that's it.
It's done. Done and dusted.
It's done.
Saudi?
Yeah, okay, forget that. Yeah, Saudi. Happy days. If it goes badly wrong, you can go over to Saudi and make 15 million a year. But what do you think Rangers fans... Because obviously they would have seen what Steven Gerrard did. Yeah. And although there's no absolute connection between Gerrard and Lampard, there sort of is, because we always talk about them in the same breath. Yeah. I don't know why there is, but there is. But what do you... We'll take calls on it from Rangers fans. What do you think they will think about being linked to Frank Lampard?
I think because you've watched what he's done down here, and listen, he did some good at Chelsea, finishing in the top 4.
First time round.
Yeah, first time round. But then, again, once the checkbook came out and he started to buy players, he couldn't handle the dressing room. And then Thomas Tuchel came in and took the same players to a Champions League final and then won it. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure what Rangers fans will think. I think at first, Gerrard was a quite exciting appointment. I think he'd been with the Liverpool youths, coaching them. But there seemed to be something really exciting about Gerrard going to Rangers, and I think they really got on board. I think what's probably going against Lampard with Rangers fans, and Rangers fans are thinking absolutely not, is that when you look at what he's done, his body of work, obviously at Chelsea, he did okay. You'd say he did all right. Derby, no, didn't get them promoted with the squad that he had with Mason Mount in there, Tomori, people like that.
You had an unbelievable
squad
of players on loan, yeah.
Got them to a final, got beat by Villa. Then you look at the Everton situation. Horrific. I think they're just thinking no. They want someone who's got a little bit of something about them. Do you know what I mean? Now, when you look at someone like Brendan Rodgers, who's gone back to Celtic, I mean, he's won the FA Cup down there with Leicester, which is fantastic. Ange Postecoglou has been successful before he got there. I just think Rangers fans right now, I think they'd prefer a safer pair of hands, people that they know, someone who's had success before. I almost feel like if I was a Rangers fan with Lamp coming in, was this just a stepping stone? Like, why are we giving him a stepping stone to get another big... Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, almost like, come up here, try and win a few trophies at Rangers, and then the first sign of someone else obviously flashing their eyelids at you're off. So I genuinely think Rangers fans will be like, no, not for us. Okay.
Do you think I'm looking at my switchboard, it's predominantly no, we don't want him. Do you think there'll be any Rangers fans that do want Frank Lampard?
Yeah, there'll be some out there that will think, you know what, give him an opportunity, be hungry, be desperate, massive football club. I just think sometimes you need to kind of pull it apart, because some people believe that, because listen, Frank Lampard is a player, wow, the best goal-scoring midfielder we've ever seen. So he's a legend, like Chelsea legend, Premier League legend. I think sometimes people just get wrapped up that because he was such a good player, he's bound to be a good manager. And when people say he's got that winning mentality, yeah, as a player, not as a manager.
There's a huge difference.
There's a massive
difference. Very rare do you get great players, which he was, becoming great managers, exactly. Or even great managers.
There's a few, Ancelotti being one, he's both. Do you know what I mean? But I think Rangers fans will be, majority of them, I'd say 80% will go no.
Okay. Let's quickly speak to one before we have a break and speak to lots. Andy's a Rangers fan. Hi, Andy.
All right, Andy, how's it going?
I'm good. Have you got a pair of jeans on at the moment?
No, mate. I've just finished work.
Right. So when do you last wash your jeans? How often do you wash them?
I'm not really a jeans person. I don't really go out anymore. So.
How old are you?
30.
Wow.
You don't go out anymore at 30? What's happened? Is that because you're a Rangers fan and you're third?
Pretty much, yeah. I live in Luton. There's all Celtic fans down here, so...
Yeah, I can imagine. So go on, tell me, why are you a Rangers fan, by the way? I don't really care. You can support what you want, but I'm just curious.
Family. Scottish family brought up Rangers fans.
Okay. So go on, you've been linked to Frank Lampard. What's your view? Initial reaction when you heard the news?
Nah, no chance. Seriously. We need. I agree with what you boys are saying, that we need a serial winner in straight away. And Bentley made the point about using the club as a stepping stone. I'll be honest, I don't mind that if they come in and get success straight away. That's what we need, because it's been the same squad of losers for coming up to about 8 years now. And I love what some of the players have done, like Tav in his Europa League performances. Yeah, it was unbelievable. That season got to the final, but he's been captain for 6 years and he's won 2 major honours. So we need a manager who's going to come in and get immediate success. And
who's that manager? Who would you like to see come in, Andy?
On Twitter, I've seen people talking about the South American fella, Gallardo.
No, but who do you want to come in? Not Twitter. Who do you want to come in?
To be honest.
And Pep's not going to come, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We haven't got the pulling power of what it used to be.
I think, thanks for your comment, I think would be an unbelievable appointment.
Go on.
Potter.
Yes.
Yes.
To
my knowledge, he doesn't want to go, but there's always ways and means.
Yeah.
I think Conte turned Spurs down first time round, right? So there's always a way of getting a manager.
I think Potter, that'd be a good one, that.
Unbelievable manager. Needs to rebuild. Would be you saw what happened to Steven Gerrard's career after that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's an unbelievable
Big club.
shout. Big club.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.